Good evening, Wizards Nation. I figured I should go live and try to compete with the Taylor Swift podcast that's being, you know, friggin' posted all over YouTube right now. Fuck it, I'll just compete, me and my 15 subscribers. But talk about our Wizards. The Wizards NBA Cup, Emirates Cup, whatever the hell you call it, has been released today, and I figured I should chop it up, go live real quick regarding this stream and the schedule, and we'll do a couple other fun Wizard stuff, maybe sing a couple of Taylor Swift songs, and we'll call it a day. But yeah, give me 1 second, y'all. I forgot to bring my laptop out. Hold on. My bad. Whenever I go live, I have to freaking turn on the settings for this freaking stream. Hold on 1 second. But anyways, let's see here. All right. So now the green screen's messed up. So the cup release schedule thingamajiggy got released today. We play 4 games. The first one being against Cleveland. Holy hell, that's an L. Toronto, Atlanta, and then the Pacers. Toronto game's going to be winnable. Hawks game, the Hawks going to be pretty. The Hawks might be a top 5 seed this year. I wouldn't be surprised. And the Pacers, Halliburton's not going to be there. And, I don't know. Nobody knows how the Pacers are going to be this year. Nobody knows. With Rick Carlisle, you can't count on anything, man. But, 4 games. Apparently, we have not won an NBA Cup game. Like, ever. Like, last year, we had no dub November. You're like... I don't know, man. But anyways, the Wizards Twitter page dropped this article. That post, and then also they dropped this video. Our schedule drops tomorrow, and these are just dudes right here reacting to it, I guess. That's gonna be everybody when Terry McLaurin signs a freaking contract extension. That's going to be me right there. No. This is going to be me. When Terry McLaurin puts ink to paper. Freaking thing is lagging. Hold on. Where is it? Where? I thought I just saw it. What the fuck? No, well, first, this is going to be me. I will slap Buddy Baker, and then I'll get on my hands and knees, and be emotional. Sign Terry McLaurin. Pay the man. Still unsigned. My freaking thing is lagging. Sup, Paprika? Anyways, yeah, this is the Wizards. So tomorrow, definitely I'm going to be going live regarding our schedule drop. The Wizards announced that it will be dropping tomorrow. I freaking hate my PC, man. I swear. I feel like I complain about my PC about like half the stream. But yeah, there was an article from the Wizards. I thought it was here. Oh, no. They dropped an article regarding our history at the NBA Cup, and it did not look good. I'm going to be straightforward. I read that we haven't won an NBA Cup game. My PC, dude. Let's see here. Wizards NBA Cup. Load and load. They don't have it here. Or was it the Wizard of Oz? So, like I said, we played the Cavaliers first. It's probably going to get wrecked there. Not going to lie. Raptors at 7:30. It's a winnable game. Obviously, Trey Johnson against Colin Murray Boyles going head to head. Oh, look at that. My freaking PC froze. Beautiful. Shitty ass joke. Obviously against the Hawks, like I said, the Hawks might be, don't sleep on the Hawks, man. But the Pacers, the 28th. If I were to predict, we will probably win one of these games. I'd probably say we're probably gonna beat the Raptors. Well, I'll be like, the game that I would say we have the best chance to win is the Raptors. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like our team this year is gonna be more cohesive than it was last year. Yeah, Hawks are better than the. Yeah, I agree, Paprika. Hawks are definitely better than the Pacers this year. Let's see here. Not only is the Wizards' new look roster much deeper than it was last year, but they'll be playing against multiple teams who have their focus set on the Larry O'Brien Trophy rather than the NBA tournament win. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I don't know. This article is saying that the Wizards could win Group A and make a run at the NBA Cup. It's simple. Not only, yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna win the NBA Cup or our freaking our Group A. I'm sorry, but like our rookies, it's gonna be early in the season, and our rookies are not gonna be fully developed yet. Granted, obviously, they're not gonna be fully developed the entire year, but like usually rookies start playing well probably like towards the middle of the season, and then sometimes they drop off at the end of the season due to the wear and tear of the schedule or the length of the season. But I don't know. I can see us sneaking out a dub against the Pacers. Maybe. Yeah, but the Raptors to me is the one that I'm still looking at. It's like we can probably maybe. But even then, they're getting their veterans back this year as well. I don't know. It's pretty tough, honestly. Because I'm pretty bullish on the Hawks this year. And the Pacers, But yeah, man. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm definitely going to go over the stream regarding the full schedule release. Seeing who we're going to play game 1. The West Coast road trips. Maybe they'll drop, like, if we have any national TV games. We were talking about that in the last stream. But, look at AJ Johnson, boy. Look at AJ Johnson. Me too. Nomadic Brian, I completely agree. This old head may never get used to these NBA Cup or other preseason or off-season or other season phases because they're trying to like make the how can you say make the season more withstandable. It's a long season, 82 games. Everybody knows that. Most of the casual fans, they stick around predominantly just for the playoffs, and then the NBA season itself. I mean, there's no storylines anymore either. There used to be storylines on Christmas Day. Oh, LeBron playing against the Spurs, or LeBron versus Curry, or there's no more storylines like that. So I feel like they have to resort to this kind of stuff. But I mean, I'm not too mad at it, honestly, regarding the entire NBA Cup this format, but I feel like they're forced to do this. I have heard or read articles saying that like they're considering now lowering the amount of games per season from 82 to another number. I don't know about that. Maybe make the playoffs even longer, but the playoffs itself is long. The playoffs, it starts in mid-April, ends mid-June. That's 2 months. I don't know what they want to do with that. And also the play-in tournament as well. So that's considered like playoff basketball. So I don't know what they're trying to do with that. But, But yeah, man, going back to the Wizards. Looking back at this again, The Raptors. But the Raptors got those veterans that, nobody really covets, but they're good. Like Ingram, But I like Quickly. I don't know. Could the Raptors be 500 this year? The Pacers, even though they don't have Halliburton, they could be. I mean, that team is deep, and they have, in my opinion, a top 3 head coach in this league. Don't sleep on Rick Carlisle. They could be 500 as well, if not a little bit right above 500, even though they don't have Tyrese Halliburton. And like I said, the Hawks, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a top 5 team, maybe even top 4 team in the East this year, considering all their improvements. But yeah, man. Shit, it's only been 10 minutes. I don't know what else to talk about. Paprika says they. They what? They them. Shit. Let me see how many viewers I have right now live. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. They don't have Turner either, but they have dudes like who can take a even bigger jump. Mathurin and Nimhard, definitely guys that I'm looking at. Ben Shepherd as well. I like Ben Shepherd, dude. He was showing some signs in the playoffs, but again, he's young. I think this is a big year for Ben Shepherd. But let's see. Let me see my overall amount of viewers. I got 18 people watching. The Taylor Swift has 1.3 million people watching the live podcast, which means I stole 18 of her viewers. Thank you very much. She could have used my 18 viewers, but I got them. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking about dropping a video on Cam Whitmore again, man. I'm thinking about dropping a video on Cam Whitmore. The more I think about it, and I've already made a video about him, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. We may have gotten the steal of the offseason with Cam. 2 second-round picks for a dude who, I can easily see being like the first man off the bench, a sixth man who gets you just immediate offensive, help or whatever, just the scoring hub in general. But I'm just like, what if he ends up starting? Obviously, there'll be like a number of factors that would have to happen for him to start. Like, I could see their small ball lineups when they have Bilal at the 4 and Cam at the 3. Now, do I think having Bilal at the 4 at a starting lineup is feasible? No, I don't, honestly. I don't, even though Bilal had a growth spurt, I think he's a little bit too small for the 4. But, I'm intrigued with that lineup. Cam at the 3, Bilal at the 4, and Sarr at the 5. I think they're going to do that in small ball lineups. What do y'all think? Dude, if just give Cam Whitmore 28 minutes a night, he will get us 16 points in 28 minutes. 16 or 17 points. Let me pull this up. That's why I keep, bro. I'm also make a video on Corey Kispert again, man, because I'm just like, dude, we gotta trade him, man. I want those minutes to be allocated to Cam Whitmore. Fuck, I don't want this advertisement. Hold on. So, in 18 minutes in his rookie year, he averaged 12.3 points. There we go. In 16 minutes, he averaged 9.4 points. Granted, his overall attempts per game went down by 2 from 10 to 8. But I'm sorry, 18 minutes, he averaged 12.3 points. Healthy shooting splits, 35, 36, and free throw needs to improve, definitely, 68. But I don't know, man. Paprika says MF can be a tall Jordan Clarkson. Hey, man. But Keyshawn needs to play, though, too. Yeah, I mean, I have Keyshawn starting at the 4, honestly. I have Key starting at the 4. That's what I was saying. Small ball lineup with Bilal at the 4. Just find a way to get this man more minutes. I'm already claiming for him to get more minutes, even though he hasn't played a game yet. But I'm just worried, man. I'm worried because of Corey Kispert. This man, 26 minutes per game he averages. I can imagine. Let me put this so you guys can see my face. Could you imagine the first half of the season if Corey is still on this team? And this entire fan base seeing Corey Kispert get more consistent minutes than Cam Whitmore. Could you imagine everybody's reaction to that? Honestly, I'll be there too. I would understand it because they need to showcase Corey Kispert before they trade him. You can't say, oh, I'm gonna trade Corey Kispert and not play him. Like if you don't play Corey Kispert, dude, you're gonna be tanking his value, and then we might end up being stuck with him. But and again, much respect to Corey. I just don't think he fits our timeline, the immediate or the long term. But going back to this whole scenario, if they keep Corey Kispert, could you imagine people's reaction seeing him being played over Ken Whitmore? Because it would happen. Dude, it would happen. It would happen. We have to be genuine and honest with ourselves. If Corey Kispert is still on the team, best believe he's going to be getting his minutes because they had no other option. They have to showcase his talent to trade him. You know what I mean? You don't want to be stuck with that long-term contract. Dude, people in DC are going to be revolting. I myself will be upset at it, but I would understand it. Honestly, I would understand it because I'm just fuck. Well, see, this is what we get for not trading him, and then we're gonna lose out on a half a season of not even seeing Ken Whitmore, but not even guys like Champagny, who I have a man crush on, But yeah, man. Let's see here. Cam only played 98 games since he joined the league. We still haven't seen his full potential. Completely agree. And also, dude, he is 21 years old. He came out one of the youngest players in his draft. He's the same age as Bilal Coulibaly. Paprika says, I don't mind Kispert starting early so we can trade him, but we here for the long run anyway. That's true. But if Kispert starts, he's gonna be starting over Bilal. I don't think they would do that. I think Kispert solidified his role as the, 26 minutes per game off the bench type dude. But let's see here. Uncle Weez, what's up, man? It's all good. Then we're back at the trade deadline waiting to put the young guys in again. Must it be this way? That's true, man. That's what I'm saying. I agree with both of you guys, but my sense is that, you waste half a season. Because are we going to trade him in December? By him, I mean Corey Kispert, or are we going to trade him in the trade deadline? I mean, most likely it'll be near the trade deadline when things get heated up and active. But I do want to see Champagny. I do want to see Cam Whitmore. I want Cam Whitmore to put out a complete palette, a season of tape out there. That's also kind of holding him back. He needs to see for himself, okay, this works for me. This doesn't work for me. He needs to put tape out there for the coaches to tell him, hey, man, you need to improve in this aspect, this aspect, this aspect, this aspect you're already good at, But, yeah, good things are all our guys are young. Half a season's manageable. I mean, yeah, it's true, but I still feel I don't know. I'm still more than leaning just trade him before. honestly, with Corey, I was more of just like, can we just? I originally thought we can get like a low first round pick. I'm not gonna say. I know I'm gonna look like a buffoon with that statement, but I thought that back in March, before he got injured. I thought like maybe add a second round pick to him. Maybe we can get a low ass first round pick. And as each week passed by, my reality hit me, and I was just like, no, maybe early second round pick. Oh no, mid second round, late second round, maybe conditionals. Now I'm just like, dude, cap space, just cap space. I think Robert Williams, center from the Trailblazers, for Corey Kispert would be a win-win. Robert Williams is on an expiring deal. Damn, I didn't show up to this girl's belly button. Robert Williams is on an expiring deal. Corey Kispert has 4 more years left, I believe. His last year is a team option deal. But, there should be a world where we finesse the Kings so that they can take Corey. Everybody's finessing the King. Why can't we? Why can't we? We need our chance. I want to finesse somebody. Can we finesse somebody, please? Did we finesse 3 second round picks going back 3 spots? And we got freaking our boy Will Riley and Jameer Watkins. I'm telling you, that trade's going to be... That trade can turn out to be... I mean, I already think it's a mega trade, mega dub that Will Dawkins did, but, yes, Wizards do have the time, but even with that, playing time is valuable. By 2027, we want to be established core, I think. I agree with you, dude. By 2000, yeah. Not even established core, but, like, we're going to be in the point where we're just like, you know what? We're going to be competitive. Not only, we're going to be making win-now moves. My prediction is we're going to have our Isaiah Hartenstein by 2027. I think we're going to sign our Isaiah Hartenstein, not Isaiah Hartenstein, him in general. But I'm talking about his like a veteran center that would complete us next offseason. As a matter of fact, I think Isaiah Hartenstein is a potential free agent next year. Give me Isaiah Hartenstein. I already made this in the stream. I mean, free agents 2026. I believe he has a team option. No, just give me a center. Boom, number 1. Oh, we can't even see it. Isaiah Hartenstein, a club option. Now, $29 million a year. I don't know the Thunder's cap space or like how they're doing. I do know that they traded Dylan Jones away. Part of the reason was for that and also for a roster spot for Thomas Sorber. But he might be a free agent at the age of 28. Who is going to be our Jalen Williams, though? Keyshawn or Cam? Huh. That's a good question. I'll be leaning towards Cam, honestly. Even though, it's way too early, but, I'm not going to back down from this question. I'm going to say Cam. And that's a way too early prediction. We haven't seen Cam play yet, but I'm going to say Cam. If I had to choose between one of those two. Honestly. Because I feel like, could we get our Jalen Williams in next year's draft? Ideally, we want to get our SGA in next year's draft. Yeah, Hartenstein. Yeah, Hartenstein will be a piece, like basically the front court mate that we need for Alex Sarr. I keep saying front court mate because that's some people think he's a 5, some people think Alex Sarr is a 4. I think he can play both, but if you had me as a GM, I'll be like he's my 4, honestly. Ant McCash, what's up, man? Thank you very much for saying everybody liked the stream. He says, future contender lineup, Trey at the 1, Cam at the 2, Key at the 3, Sarr at the 4, free agent all-star at the 5. I think Cam is more of a 3, to be honest with you. Well, he can play the 2, but I think he's more at the 3. He's more of a 3. And Trey, even though his playmaking ability is severely underrated, I don't think he'll be a full-time point guard. But granted, it's a positionless era. But I would have my future contender lineup would be future point guard at the 1. I don't know if it's going to be Bub. I'm praying for Bub, but I think future point guard at the 1, meaning I think we're going to get our point guard maybe next offseason. I don't know. In the next draft. Trey at the 2. Bilal at the 3. Sar at the 4. Free agent center at the 5. Oh, shit. Yeah. We can go. See, honestly, in next year's draft class, it's going to change a lot of things. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, dude. Yeah, I agree. Because I think next year's draft is going to change a lot of things. Because we can go, if we get A.J. DeBonsa, he's a 3. What are you going to do with Bilal Coulibaly? So then that would substitute Bilal. Is Bilal going to play the 2? Or, no, is Trey Johnson got solidified the 2? And then if we get Cam Boozer, okay, he'll be the 4, Sar will be the 5, beautiful front court mate. Or if we get Peterson will be the 1 over Bub. No offense to Bub, but Peterson is him. So, I think next year's draft class would, even though I feel like we have most of our pieces for our future contending team, I think next year's draft class will show us more of a clearer picture of our future contending lineup. If that makes sense. Next year's draft class will show a clearer picture of our future lineup. But yeah, man, going back to Isaiah Hartenstein, who else? You got Yusuf Nurkic, Zach Collins, Mitchell Robinson. Nomadic Brian says, isn't nice to be having a conversation about which players will have to move up rather than we have to unload and start a rebuild. Progress. I feel like we end up trading Bilal to a contender, possibly the Spurs. We'll see. I think it's all dependent on how we land next year's draft class. So basically, Bub is condemned to be a backup point guard. I don't know. I mean, I like Bub. I do. I'm not giving up on Bub. He had a really solid rookie year, But I think it's not unfortunate, but it kind of sucks that this is a very critical year for Bub, even though he's only 20 years old, because he has to show promise as a starting point guard for Will Dawkins to buy in as him being the starting point guard of the future. Because I'm telling you, man, if Peterson is available, or if we get lucked out, or if we get a top 5 pick and he's there, I mean, and most importantly, if he's BPA and Will Dawkins is bored, But yeah, man, let's keep this stream around the 30-minute mark. But yeah, going back to the Wizards, this is the Cup schedule. Let's see here. Yeah, 4 games. We'll see if we break the no dub November curse that we've cursed ourselves with. No, we got to be positive, man. I don't know why I'm over here being a negative ass wipe. No, man, we're going to win one of these games. We're going to win one of these games. I'm calling it. Saying Toronto. Yeah. Unless they're freaking tanking. The way Toronto tanked last year was despicable. I don't know if y'all remember those games where we were playing against Toronto towards the later half of the season. It was, I wanted to vomit. It was horrendous how they were outwardly tanking. I was like, what is this? They let it be known. They let it be known to us. Dude, we're tanking. We want to lose this game. And they still won. At one of the games, they still won. But like, dude, if we think Last year's tanking was despicable. Wait till you see this year. And we might even join the fray, honestly. We might, if because there's 3 Cooper Flags in this draft. Not just my dumbass opinion, but the way the NBA scouting experts are saying it. Boozer, DeBonta, Peterson, there's more, but those 3 Cooper Flags in this draft. This draft is loaded. If we're winning, McCollum's out of here. But I want to be competitive. It's time to start being not like I want to lose by 1 point. Every game that we lose, I want to lose by 1 point. I want to be competitive. I don't want no more blowouts. I don't want no blowouts. Please. You know, there has to be some progress. We won 18 games. We're expected to win 21.5. I am in my head. I think I'm calling 24, maybe 25 if we get lucky. You know, 25 and the last season's ended up being the 5th worst record in the league. You know, we can roll the dice with that. You know, but I'm saying 24 to 25 games we win this year. I think Trey Johnson's going to be freaking lit. I think Trey Johnson's going to be in the rookie of the year conversation. You know, I think dudes like Sarr, Bub, even Keyshawn, maybe even Cam, Blau, they're guys who are not just oh shit, sorry, not just primed, but I think chances are they're gonna, you know, take a step forward in their games. But you know, we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, man, I just don't want this, you know, long losing stretches. You know, Trey Johnson's not gonna have any of that. We saw how competitive he is in the freaking summer league. Bub Carriage's not gonna want any of that. We have a bunch of competitive dogs on our roster. I want to show, you know. So yeah, but I do want that pick. Beggars can't be choosers. I do want that. Oh my. The things I do for us to keep that pick. Not like that. But you know, like that keeping the pick. Not only keeping the pick, but getting a top 5. It can change not just the direction, because I think we're going in the right direction. It could go us from good to great. The NBA does not want us to get Cam Boozer. If we get Cam Boozer, the NBA is cooked. Cooked. Woo! Could you imagine if we got Cam freaking Boozer? With Trey Johnson? Sarr? Bub? $110 million in cap space next year? I'm telling y'all right now, I would go from being like, all right, you know, man, I think I'm gonna be a top 5 seed. I'll go from with Cam Boozer. I'll be like, you know what? I'm Eastern Conference Finals or bust. Now I'm talking about that. Obviously, when Cam Boozer is, you know, his 3rd year in the league or 2nd year in the league, not immediately when we get Cam Boozer. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, dude, we have all this talent, great GM, flexibility. Come on. I'm going Eastern Conference Finals or bust. Now, again, for those people saying, oh, you buffoon, how are we going to... No, I'm talking about years from now, like when Cam is like his 3rd year in the league. And obviously when he's in his 3rd year in the league, guys like Bub Carrington and all them and Sarr, they're going to be like, what, 6th year in the league. They'll be in the mid-20s. Yeah, mid-20s. Damn. You know. But yeah, man. I think I'm going to call it. I'm definitely going to go live tomorrow regarding the schedule release. And we're going to chop it up there. Let's see here. I hate my PC. I hate it. So laggy. I got finessed. Over here saying we got finesse the Kings. I got finessed. Micro Center finessed me with this $2,000 PC that lags whenever I go on frickin' Twitter. Lord. I got trade raped. Sheesh. Oh yeah, this Greg Fenberg. My bad about my outrage regarding my PC. It's just like I just can't. I can't return it either. It's been like freaking 2 months now. I bought this PC predominantly for the streams, and I went in there and I found a PC nerd. I was like, "Hey, dude, can you build me a PC for streaming?" He built it, but look, I can't. It just lags, man. Oh, can't even do that. Shit. All right, man, I'm going to call it. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining the stream. Thank you, Micro Center, for this beautiful PC. Thank you for my 18 viewers who watched this stream instead of the Taylor Swift interview. I really appreciate everybody. Wizards make final appearance in 3 years. Anthony, fuck it, I'm with you. I don't know if it'll happen, but we'll see. But yeah, man, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the schedule release. We'll chop it up. Oh shit, I said in the beginning of the stream that we will sing a Taylor Swift song. I can't even remember a Taylor Swift song. What the fuck? Was this the one where she was saying, fuck, how did a Taylor Swift song... What if I get copyrighted for singing a Taylor Swift song? Anthony said, should have had a gaming PC built. Possibly, dude. Yeah. I mean, honestly, from what I know, there's a difference between streaming PC and gaming PCs. Something like that. I don't know. But that's what the nerd told me. Right? He's not. I mean, I don't know if he's probably a proud nerd. I'm a nerd too. I can't say anything. I'm a basketball nerd, I guess. But the nerd told me, he was like, dude, this is for streaming. I got you. And he didn't get me. He wrecked me. He finessed me. But yeah. Anyways, whatever. I gotta stop freaking yammering. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow around this time, 8 o'clock. We'll do the NBA schedule stream for the Wizards, the full schedule. I'm excited. But yeah, man. Take care, everybody. Go Wizards.